Okay, I'm just adding my 5 or 10 cents worth to what this guy Jeremy Nusk has done an excellent job in going over a lot of the basics and essentials for inline skating for those that are on the heavier side of life, and also for those that are maybe a little bit more older as well, because I actually fit into both those categories. So just a little bit about myself. I'm actually 6'8" tall. I weigh in at 135 kilos, which is about 297 pounds. And I'm 50 years young, but I'm totally loving rollerblading. So with my height as well, I mean, I'm not overly big because I'm so tall and it spreads out quite a bit. I've always been pretty, I've always kept myself fit and healthy and athletic all my life anyway, so this is just really helping. It's a lot of fun, man. It's so much fun rollerblading, and do it every day if I could. Sometimes I do, but it just depends, eh? So I've got my own standard basic fun and fitness skates here, inlines, and they work fine for me. But having said that, I have made a little bit of modifications to both of mine. Got my previous set down there as well, because I've only just had these ones for about 4 months now. I got them in January, and if you see this white plastic thing, it's actually a yogurt container. I've slipped it in between the hard plastic and the cushion insole, and with that I had another strap which I made up. I made up a few of them over the years. I've been at it about 4 years, because I need this extra ankle support, extra ankle strap support. So I just wrap this around, and then I've got to put this down. And it just loops inside, and then it just tighten it up. So you can get this sort of stuff. It's electrical tape. It's just coating a wire. Just cut up one of the coatings, and you just feed it through. It was a bit of work, and then it just straps around. I've done it the wrong way, but yeah, it goes this way. So it tightens up around the top of my ankle, and it gives me a lot more support, which I think I really do need, because you don't want to be wobbling like this and you're taking some tight turns and that. So I'm doing power sliding. I've actually just started hitting the skateboard bowls, dropping in the medium size skate bowls and that. So I've still got a lot to learn, but I'm enjoying it, I'm loving it. So if you're older, heavier, it's hard to say in every case, but if you use your head, take your time. You definitely have to try your new skates out at the shop, because you don't want to be getting them online and they're the wrong size. You just don't fit. It's not comfortable, so that would just be a nightmare to, it's just, I mean, if you're quite well off and you can afford to send them backwards and forwards and stuff, but I mean, most of us will live within a region of a skate shop. So yeah, go down to a skate shop, try them out. Me being of the taller size, obviously, I mean, these are 12s, these other ones I got down here are 13s, and that was my mistake. But I lived with them for 4 years until they basically wore out and were getting too uncomfortable. I think the inside was just getting worn out as well. The thing here, so it's more like my ankles were up against the hard plastic, so it's too worn out. Your wheels, he didn't talk too much about one aspect of your wheels. You do wear them out. Maybe because he doesn't do as much aggressive stuff as what I do. Now, if you can see here, there's cameras on the side. You can see that they are not even. That's because I swap them around in order to wear them out evenly, so I get more wear out of them, basically. Because if you wear them out too much on one side, then obviously they're going to wear out a lot faster, and they don't sort of work that good. They just put uneven pressure on the bearings and stuff. So I'm always swapping around, because I'm quite aggressive on my, even before I started hitting the skateboard bowl, I was doing a lot of power slides. I'm still working on that aspect, the power slides and the power stops. So I'm always swapping wheels from spinning them around, or else and backwards and forwards too, because I generally wear the back ones out more than I wear the front ones And so I usually swap this one with this one and then these two over. And that sort of works. But I just figured out a better way of working out because the tire, the wheel diameter here is. You take the wheels out and then you put them on something like this. I was using my Allen key because these Allen keys. And then you can easily see, without too much difficulty, the difference and work out the best, because you want them all in a line. I do anyway. There's these other things called rockers, but you're not going to be really getting into rockers. You might hear about natural rockers. He talked about natural rockers, which are okay, which is just like 1 or 2 millimeters out. But I like them flat, completely flat. So I usually go like this, but I just worked out that if I use my Allen key, I just got the screwdriver out at the moment. And you can, because the diameters go down a little bit unevenly too. Even though I do this swapping around, sometimes it's still not quite accurate because both feet they have different strengths and different weaknesses. So it's a bit of a, one foot's not the same as the other as far as the wheel wear goes. So that's my 10 cents worth about the wheels. If you're a heavier guy and you start to get a bit more aggressive on them, you will start going through these wheels. Now these are 85As, they're your typical standard. They do last quite a while. I've had a set, another set I had. I wore them right down. They were really quite small, and so the rubber polyurethane, I think they are. They go down quite a bit, which means I had a good wear out of them. But the smaller the diameter, then you've obviously got to be a little bit more careful with where you go, as far as stones and cracks in the concrete and stuff go. The bigger the wheel, these can actually go to 90, these frames here. And then you've got a little bit more ability to go over slightly bigger stuff, and the smaller ones won't throw you. So, I mean, what else do I have? Yeah, just, okay, there are some full shell skates. They're mainly the aggressive style skates, which is another step up here. There probably is some basic fun and fitness skates with a full shell, but I can't really comment too much on it. They've got a much thicker liner on the inside. So, yeah, you definitely got to go to the shop. Laces, they can wear out. I just replaced these the other day. I got them in the post, and wax laces, they last a lot longer. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Totally recommend it. Use your head. And don't go faster than what you really can. It'll give you a chance. I'll talk more about that in another video. But if you use your head, you'll be fine. You're still going to fall over, but you're not going to fall over because you're not going fast. That's the main thing. If anything, you really just need a pair of gloves there to protect your hands when you fall down. But I'll talk more about that in another video. Okay, over and out.